Hi, I'm Anna, and this is my November TBR. Because I have a serious case of FOMO. I'm participating in several Readathons throughout November. I already introduced one, which was Sherlockathon, that's going from the 19th of October up to the 15th of November. So there will be a couple of the books that you will have already seen. First, I'm going to participate in Believathon. That's an amazing readathon based on middle grade books, organized by Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin. I'll link every channel down below, just not to be saying this. Everything will be in the description box. Believathon has brought back middle grade magic and whimsy to so many lives. I don't think he even knows. This year, he based it on mystery, basically Sherlock Holmes. Okay, this is what you were hearing. This is Sirius Black. Say hi. Hi. He's always very happy to be in camera and to be nurtured. He even allows me to touch his belly. Hi. As I was saying, Believathon this year is inspired in Sherlock Holmes and has 13 prompts. I highly recommend the announcement video because you'll get many nice surprises in that one. So, clue number 1, a key. Read a mystery. For that, I'll be reading Martin Mouse and Ladylike by Robin Stevens. Clue number 2 is fingerprints. Read a book written by an author from a different culture than yours. For that, I'll read Arisha and the End of Time by Roshani Chokshi. Clue number 3 is a scream. Listen to an audiobook or read a book out loud. Sorry for the mouse. For that, I'm reading Bright Storm by Vashti Hardy. Clue number 4 is Torn Page. Read a book with a supernatural element. And for that one, I'll continue with the Pinch of Magic series with A Sprinkle of Sorcery by Michelle Harrison. Clue number 5 is Crown. Read a book set in an alternate world. And I chose Orion Lost, that I should have read for middle grade monthly months ago, by Alistair Chisholm. Clue number 6 is Spilled Ink. Read a book that features ghosts. And because I loved Laura Ellen Anderson's presentation, I decided to read Amelia Fang and the Barbaric Bold. That's the first one in the Amelia Fang series. Clue number 7 is Dagger. Read the book set in a dangerous setting. So for that one, I chose The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. This is the third one in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. Clue number 8 is Backpack. Read a book by a new to you author. And for that one, I chose one given to me by Nick Galley. That's called Kingdom of the Silver Cat by Thomas M. Carroll. Clue number 9 is Footprints. Read a book with the prominent villain. And for that, I chose to continue the Nevermore series with Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend. Clue number 10 is Hand Mirror. Read a book with a beautiful cover. So I'll start Sophie Anderson's books with The House of Chicken Legs. Clue number 11 is A Chain. Read a book with a colorful cast of characters. For that one, I'll be reading Tilly and the Book Wonders by Anna James, that I've heard amazing things about. It's the first one in the Pages & Co series. Clue number 12 is Flash of Lightning. Read a book that incorporates folk tales, and for that one I'll read Malamanda by Thomas Taylor. Clue number 13, which is the last one, is Shadow. That's read a book that was published in 2020, and for that I cannot wait to read Frostheart 2, Escape from Aurora by the wonderful Jamie Littler. That's it for Believathon. Now let's get on to the next one. Thankfulathon. And the prompts are a book by a POC author. That I'll double up in Readathons and read Arisha and the End of Time A book to movie adaptation. For that, I could also use another one from Believathon. That's Percy Jackson and the Olympians #3, The Titan's Curse. Comfort read. I think any of the middle grades could be a comfort read, but I chose A Sprinkle of Sorcery by Michelle Harrison. Historical fiction. For that one, I'll read one from NetGalley called Children of Ash and Elm by Neil Price. Then a 3-word title. I hope I can finally, I'll get back to the beginning even, read Tropic of Cancer by Henry Miller. This one, I'm sorry, it's in Spanish here. Then a 2020 release, again doubling up with the other one, that's Escape from Aurora by Jamie Littler, Frostheart #2. And the group book is With the Fire and Hat, that will be a reread for me by Elizabeth Acevedo. If you have not read it, I highly recommend it. That's about a teenager who gets pregnant and has her child, and whatever she's going through, she helps herself with cooking. Everybody tells her she's amazing at cooking. That's the way she has to escape from reality. So, and then it's all her struggles with how to be with someone when she already has a child, not harm her, and her relationship with her grandma, which I find beautiful. It's quite worth a read. It's written in verse and it's masterfully done. Then there's Galleyathon. It's a wonderful readathon. Really, I mean, thinking about this was perfect. Who doesn't have a lot of Galleyathons not read, waiting on their shelves? This is running from the 9th to the 15th of November. And despite being only 1 week and me being on finals, I'll do my best to fill in the prompts. There are 4 main prompts, which are newest arc, oldest arc, the arc you regret requesting, and the arc you're most excited for. There's also a bingo board. I'll link them down below too, so I highly recommend you go and check it out, because they did something beautiful this round, and is that every time you complete a square, you can get to a list they made of self-care prompts and fill in one of them, or make your own. In the bingo board, there are a couple of things they have. I'll save the NetGalley arcs I have, but I don't promise I'm going to get to all of them. So one is the Crowns of Crossbow that I'm really going to get to. It's a middle grade and it's by D.E. Knight. I don't know anything about it because I like to get into them blind. That's my newest arc. The arc I'm most excited for would be Kingdom of the Silver Cat. That's another middle grade by Thomas M. Carroll that I mentioned before. But just in case, here's the cover. Amazing. I found it great. Then the Expected Rejection, that was the Revelations by Eric Howell. All I know is this is a thriller and it seems quite scary. Then I'm reading The Shadow Man by Helen Filth. There's another prompt in the bingo card that is written on voices. And I'll go with The Death of Vivek Oji by Acotar-a-long. I read Pet recently by her and absolutely loved it. So I cannot wait for it. Oldest arc, Children of Ash and Elm by Neil Price, already mentioned, but again, here's the cover. And the one you regret requesting that is hyped is The Shadows by Alex North. It was hyped initially because he wrote The Whisper Man, which everyone absolutely loved. But then The Shadows seems to have disappointed. So that's why I regret requesting it. Let's see. Then I'm also participating in Readathin, but there's a huge bingo board. And as I'm a mood reader and I don't know exactly which prompts I'll complete, then I'm not stating anything yet. But I'll link them down below anyway, because I love their idea. I'm also participating in Acotar-a-long. That's a read-along for the whole Acotar series. And for that, we're reading in November A Court of Mist and Fury. And I'm so excited because this book is the most hyped in the series. So I hope I like it as much as everyone. I'm also into the Basically Readathon. That's a readathon organized by Britt from Basically Britt. I'll link her channel down below, as well as the Twitter for the Basically Readathon. This run is going to be on the 21st of November, and it's all about reading. It was originally thought to read the oldest book on your TBR, but you can really read anything you already have or anything you really want. Better to thin at your TBR, especially because we're getting to the end of the year. And lastly, I'm participating in the Gilmore Girls Readathon. I'll link the Twitter down below so you can check any of the announcement videos. Read a book set in a small town. For that, again, The Death of Vivek Oji, I already showed you and mentioned. Read a book featuring a mother and daughter relationship. And for that one, I'm going to listen to Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson, recommended in the channel Bookish Realm. Prompt number 3 is read a book set during autumn or winter. For that one, I chose Trainspotting by Irving Welsh, that I'm also reading for Sherlockathon. Then read a book that includes complicated love interests. And for that one, I'll read Sky in the Deep, also for Sherlockathon, by Adrian Young. Then read a book written by an Asian author or that has Asian representation. And for that one, I'll triple up Arusha and the End of Time. Then bake a full treat and watch your favorite Gilmore Girls episode. As I don't have an oven, I cannot bake, but I found a very interesting video on how to make homemade Reese's, and I'll attempt to make that one, see how it goes. And prompt number 7, which is the last prompt. Read next book in a series you haven't finished. And for that, I'm doubling up with Believathon and reading A Sprinkle of Sorcery by Michelle Harrison. I think tripling up. Yes, tripling up together with Thankfulathon. Hi, this is editing Anna. I'm sorry, but I really forgot to mention that I'm part of the Contemporary Book Club run by Steph from Steph Loves. I'll leave her link down below too, so you can write to her if you want to access the Contemporary Book Club. And we're reading Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. It will be a reread for me. And I'll also be participating in a read-along organized by Meg from Meg with Books for the Bear and the Nightingale series. It will be 3 months, starting on the 1st of November. So I'll be rereading the first one to be able to go on and read the second one in December with them and the third one in January. And then this is a real last one. Finally, I'm part of the Mid-Take Reads book club, and we're reading The Raven and the Reindeer for November and December. So I'll be on it this month too. So I hope you had fun. This is a lot of books. Didn't got the descriptions here, but I could link the books down below so you can check them if you're interested. Hope you have a good one. Oh, and thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye.